and welcome to our vlog. We're David and Tia Akrish, uh, ordinary people, a couple that's been married for 18 years. We are secret space program whistleblowers, vets, SSP vets as they call us, and survivors, SSP survivors. We're happy to have you here with us. We do talk about disclosure as well as our process of remembering and sharing who we are as people. We are very casual and conversational in our process and in our way of doing this. This is our testimony, and we're very kind of low key and a little ragtag. So, thanks again for being here. Today's topic is about David's memories. It's part 2 of that, and we're gonna get right into it. Today's date is Saturday, August 29th. Real quick, just a couple of announcements. Uh, we are going to do the Patreon. I expect probably in about a month, so October of 2020, that will probably be running. So just be on the lookout for that. And we are working with new equipment here. We're trying to up the ante a little bit. So hopefully you're getting some good quality audio, and we have some scanned pictures to share with you. So in going through David's testimony of some of his more recent memories, he's been having a lot of memories lately. We're going to first go into some new memories, and then we're actually going to show you some of the pictures that we were just holding up to the camera in the sunlight that were hard to see. We're going to review those towards the end. So first things first, uh, the first thing that David wants to talk about is the U-shaped building. So let me get this up.
No, that's not.
Oh.
We're gonna do this.
Oh, the face reconstruction.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. Okay.
We're not gonna do pictures till afterwards. So hello everybody. Yes, I'm back, and so I'm in the hot seat, by the way. You notice we're switched. But anyways, yeah, I'm gonna kind of rapid fire. This was I'm actually Tia in her grand wisdom told me to write. She gave me a book and said write stuff down. I'm like, no. Yes, so I did, and I'm glad I did. And there's even stuff I forgot to write down. So, anyways, we're up here at Eagles Ridge, by the way. It's kind of a cloudy, still nice evening, and Leia's in the back for those of you that are new. And so, anyways, I'm David. That's Leia. I think I'm David. Anyways, so yeah, one night I've been dreaming my whole life, dreaming, memories, whatever you want to call it. Okay, vision. But the other night, since this is much different than in the past, so we're looking at these in a different way, or we'll definitely looking at these in a different way, and more is coming through, and we're doing a lot more stuff to allow it to come through too. So, but one of so I had a night where I had 4 dreams or visions, whatever you want to call it. Okay, I'll just leave it as memories. T and I will maybe agree to just call it a memory. We'll say it is something.
Yeah.
So we'll just call it a memory. You know, we can debate on what it really is, or not. But anyways, so one of the ones, and it always seems to be in a very old type schoolhouse or old. It's never like high technology place. At least for me, computers and things, and something AI running around on its own. It's nothing like that. This was an old type of schoolhouse, like from the 60s or 50s, and I was like at a locker, and this one number one is we're calling face reconstruction, and this one young doctor guy, and what's interesting that's happening to me is things are becoming much more clear. Tia has real good clarity when she sees things and detail, and I'm detailed in life and many other things, but my dreams have always been fuzzy, but they're becoming much clearer, like focusing like a telescope, binoculars. So these people, I can see their faces now, and it's just tight, clear focus. And so this young doctor, I'm at these lockers in this like hallway that goes to the outside, and it felt like an old schoolhouse. Okay, that's where the setting was. And this young doctor, very young, maybe in his like mid-30s, but he's a surgeon because he was telling me there's something wrong with my face, and he had to do reconstruction. It was like on my cheek or something. and he was convincing me that it was going to happen. And he had this young assistant with him who I did not like. I didn't even like him either, but he was kind of like a fast talker, kind of a baby face guy. And so you're like, okay, what's okay. And so I was kind of going along with it. Then they want to inject me with something. And I've been having different dreams with injections and with vials and with syringes. Okay, so we'll go down that road later. Very distinct. And I'm like thinking, if they do that to me, I'm not going to come out of this. I'm not going to be alive. What are they going to do? What is this about? And the dumb assistant kid, he did not have a poker face, so he let on that this was not a good thing. And I did have the option, or I was going to not allow it to happen through violence or whatever it was going to be, force that. I'm like, no, I'm not going to do this. So it was like they were trying to coax me into it, and they had me there for a second, and then I said no. So that was very interesting, and they were going to do this facial reconstruction. So okay, so that was that one.
Can I ask some questions?
Yeah, that was really bizarre. I mean, it's so hard to tell a dream and what's in your head, and but man, I can still see it. And I'm like, what the hell was that all about? You know, all of these, you go, what the hell was that all about? And so that was definitely one that was very odd.
Is the building that you were in kind of the similar era to the U-shaped building that we're going to talk about
Not
here?
at all.
Oh, really?
Not at all. This was it had old wood that was brown and been around forever. Kind of remind me of my old school that I went to, like elementary school way back, and had that smell. I could almost smell the oldness of the school, and yeah, so it was very in these gray long lockers.
Do you think you were on Earth?
I do.
Yeah.
I don't think that was an off. Yeah.
Interesting.
Of course, I don't know, but I
Yeah.
think that was an Earth one.
Yeah.
Okay, next.
I was gonna just make a quick comment. I've had a lot of, we talk so much about the high technology, but I've had a lot of memories where it's very quote unquote old tech. Like, I think I'm pretty certain I was on Titan, but I had a broken neck.
Oh.
And we hear about all this regeneration tech, but I mean, I survived it, and they were able to fix it, but I remember being in extreme pain for several months.
What was interesting is I could tell. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, so I mean, that's like, once again, it's low tech. I also have a lot of memories of being programmed using low tech techniques, where it's more torture techniques and brainwashing and being renamed and stuff like that. So I mean, there's a lot of, I think that stuff is very early Space Nugget stuff.
I don't know. He was like in, he had the I want to move because there's a lot to go over.
Yeah.
So I'm going to keep moving here fast. But he was wearing scrubs, and then he had the white jacket. I don't know if he had the stupid stethoscope around his neck or not.
But you said he was really young.
He's really young.
Yeah.
Baby faced. And the kid that was with him was even younger. And boy, did not trust them. Especially.
Yeah.
So the weird part was I had the choice to say no.
Yeah.
And they didn't fight me, and I'm like, they were trying to coax me. It was definitely some type of game.
Yeah.
And I went, wait a second.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to live, or I'm not going to come out. This is not what it's. Okay,
Mhm.
so that was one. Okay, so
Okay, cool.
they go on and on and on.
Okay, well, thank you.
Yeah.
So, underground fight is
Yeah,
next.
yeah. Next one I think was maybe somewhere else, either either Mars, a planet, or I don't think it was Earth though. And I was in these tunnels, so it was underground, and it wasn't walls. It was like tunnels that were. I remember the rock, or like it was just chipped out, or something was pushed through to make these tunnels.
Yeah.
But people lived under there, and there was. I said gangs earlier. I don't like using the term gangs, but it seemed like there were gangs or groups.
Yeah.
And in order to, for whatever reason, we wanted to be there or to be accepted, or we were doing an info. I don't know what it was, but you had to fight. So it was like Fight Club. And I felt like either you or Paul was behind me on the initial thing where the initial memory started. And in front of me was a gang, a group of and I could see different ones around, and they all had different like uniforms. But it wasn't like military.
Were they all different races?
I don't know. I can't. That's
Okay.
again, things get fuzzy.
Okay.
But these were all women, and they were all Asian. And we were trying to determine like Laotian, Cambodian, Chinese, something like that. And they were all very tough, and they all had the same suits on, same colors.
Yeah.
And you had to go for whatever reason, we had to go through them or prove
Mhm.
ourselves.
Mhm.
And so I had to fight a girl. It didn't matter. It wasn't,
Mhm.
no sexist thing here anymore on a lot of this
Not
stuff.
on
It's like,
Mars.
or wherever it is, it's like you fight.
Yeah.
And like I was telling Tia, I
Mhm.
won. But I remember thinking, well, everybody thinks they win, but I did actually win. But in the next part's even funnier. But it was tough. These girls were really tough. But I was using Kyushu Jitsu, which is hitting vital points, which they were more ruffians where they were good, but it was more like Taekwondo or kickboxing, which is the average thing that most people think about. So
Mhm.
I knew that I could my opponent where they don't think that way. They don't train that way, and
Mhm.
that's the way I do training here, and
Mhm.
probably in the past and the future. Is it's a higher
Mhm.
level of skill,
Mhm.
which I train that way. So it's precision where they're not, but they were
Mhm.
tough.
Mhm.
It was a tough. I know I got hurt by them a
Mhm.
little bit, but I
Mhm.
won my fight anyway. So then it skipped to the next.
Oh, talk about how you were hurting them.
What hitting vital points?
Yeah, but you were saying you were using the elephant.
No, 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 I wasn't. No, no, no,
Oh.
no. So we went in. So the next part was I don't know why, but ex-president with the beginning letter of O was on my team. I don't know why, and he was fighting. The next scene, we were in this classroom,
Mhm.
so it wasn't in the hallway.
Oh, okay.
We were in the classroom, and it was an
Uh-huh.
old classroom, and the chairs
Mhm.
were pushed aside, and it was a
Mhm.
white floor. They had this old white linoleum kind of floor. I
Mhm.
remember that. See, that's what I'm saying. It's weird. I remember the
Mhm.
crappy little chairs.
Mhm.
Anyway, so so ex-president O had no skill. I mean, this guy, it was the funniest thing I ever seen,
Mhm.
and I was laughing, and this one of the girls, she's pretty overweight,
Okay.
um, was using what we call a cup choi, or even like elephant fist, and using the inside of a fist
You're
where
not in
it's,
the camera. Your fist is in the
oh, I'm
camera.
sorry,
Mhm.
there, using the front of your fist on the chest, and she was smashing him right in the sternum like 2 times, and he was like
Mhm.
falling over.
Mhm.
No offense, no defense, and I was pushing him back in. I was like, come on, man, you got to win, and he wasn't gonna win, and it was just the funniest thing I ever seen. I was laughing, but I knew already was gonna make it through because everybody else won their fight,
Mhm.
but I don't remember who else it was. I
Mhm.
felt like it might have been you or someone I
Mhm.
knew, but it was behind me,
Mhm.
which was interesting, to the right.
Mhm.
So when I was in the initial fight in the hallway,
Mhm.
and in there, I the people were behind me too, so I could
Mhm.
only see what was in front of me. I
Mhm.
was watching her smashing him in the chest, and he just was getting hit and going backwards,
Mhm.
and that
Mhm.
was it. So
Mhm.
that was a weird one.
And you don't think you were on Earth for that one?
I I 50-50. I'd say 60, 70-40. I'm sorry, 70-30.
Mhm.
That
You weren't.
mm, it could have been
Mhm.
even like a moon or something.
Mhm.
It was weird, but it
But you
was
said it was
you.
stone.
It was black stone, and it was rough,
Oh, it was black stone.
kind of black
It
stone.
wasn't like sandstone.
No, 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 no. It was dark,
Okay.
and
Okay.
that's what the tunnels were cut out,
Okay.
like using Big Bertha to cut them out. So they were like
Fascinating.
they're almost not oval, but almost.
Mm.
And but then there was these rooms off of it, so
Mm.
who knows? But
Mhm.
that it was underground, so it was another underground. I have a few of them,
Yeah.
and but we were either trying to infiltrate, or we needed to be there
Mhm.
to be accepted, or that's where we were going to live. But we had to
Mm.
prove ourselves through battle,
Interesting.
hand to hand, no
Mhm.
weapons,
Mhm.
not in this one.
Mhm.
Okay, then
Okay.
eh, move on fast.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to do the Chinese flying
Well,
saucer now
then I
or
just
the
say that the next one, but we're going to do the pictures. Is
what? Do what?
Oh, the pictures again. Come back to that.
Well, we can if you
No, it
want.
doesn't matter. And then because there's a lot. Then my fourth dream memory, whatever.
Mhm.
It was a long one, but the end of it was the important part to me. It was really weird, but there was a blue tiger. So I'm like, a blue tiger, and
Mhm.
it had attacked and hurt. That's I'll just say something. I don't want to
Mhm.
get into that, but I'm like, that was very odd. Again, that was it didn't feel like Earth. Most of my dream visions do not feel like I'm on Earth.
Mhm.
I was in a city that just did. Maybe it was a different timeline, or maybe it was, or it wasn't, but it sure didn't seem like it.
Mhm.
But the important part is that this was a tiger
Mhm.
that was sky blue,
Mhm.
So, just to see something like that,
Mhm.
it's like seeing a purple uh, apple. They say like colors, banana's yellow and
Mhm.
you want to eat it, but
Mhm.
if it was some odd color, pink, you just go, ooh, that isn't appealing. So I was looking at a tiger that was blue,
Mhm.
and I thought it was dead, and it came back to life,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
so I just thought it was a blue tiger. So that was it. That was the
Mhm.
four,
Mhm.
and these are very long, and I'm
I
trying to sketch through these really
one
fast.
of because
But I think it's a DNA thing or something, or it's from another planet or whatever it was.
on a
Who
side
knows?
note, they talk about Mars Defense Force and blah blah blah. When we were with
Hiya.
the Americans, I really think it was more like space SWAT. That's what I
Lay
call
down.
it. The closest thing that in my research up to this point that I've been able to find that is similar is the T Force or the Task Force. But anyways, I have a memory. I had one some time ago of us trying to catch tigers on Mars
Mm,
because we would get the crap jobs that the other teams didn't want. Because we had to earn our keep and we had to earn money. So that's just a weird side note,
okay.
but there was
It's a
somebody,
tiger.
yeah, there was somebody on
Yeah.
Mars who liked to keep tigers.
Huh.
And these were really advanced tigers, by the way. They weren't normal tigers like on Earth. They were very smart.
That's what I felt about this one.
Yeah,
It was a predator. I mean, they're all predator, but this one's always
yeah.
smarter. It knew actually how to get through the city. It knew
Mm,
what it was doing. It knew how
right.
to. It
Yeah.
could think like play dead. It was very,
That's
very
really,
scary, really powerful,
yeah.
very different.
The,
That's the only way I could say it was
yeah.
different. Not just the color, but
Mhm.
the energetics of it.
Yeah. These tigers were yellow, but I knew they were from a different, or orange, but I knew they were from a different planet. They weren't from Earth, and they were like advanced, almost like human-like intelligence.
Yeah, so I
So,
felt about this, and the
yeah.
shape wasn't exactly tiger either. It was,
Oh,
yeah,
that's interesting.
it, it was a bit different.
But you thought that they were DNA
I
manipulated.
think so.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think,
Yeah.
or it was just from a planet where you can get these tigers. I don't know.
Okay.
That slightly
Well,
felt that
why
way.
not,
We don't. I don't
know?
know. I don't
Yeah,
know. I
yeah,
mean,
why not?
I'm not gonna pretend like I know.
Um,
Okay.
okay, so
So
U-shaped buildings at next?
yeah. So this goes way back. I don't even know if I put a date on this. I
Mm,
can't really see that. Let me see if I can see. What I was saying is this is a from maybe a year ago, and there's a it says David there, and it points to where a room was at where
mhm,
we were like bunking down. It was males and females. We're all wearing the same white kind of cotton kind of sleep clothes, and yeah, that was strange. And it was all cots.
mhm,
Again, it was like an old building. Everything was
mhm,
old school, nothing high tech. But I knew the building shape was this building. It was a
mhm,
U type of shape,
mhm,
and everything around it. I just knew all the stuff that was there. There was a
mhm,
statue.
mhm.
There was some like some benches.
Yeah.
It's a two-story building.
Mhm.
It was kind of a off pink. So I don't know if this is Earth. It definitely had
Yeah.
trees that seem Earth-like.
Mhm.
A training center I have there, so you could see the pictures of all the
Yeah.
different things.
I've had memories of the same building.
Yeah, and that's interesting is you
Mhm.
had same memory, so
Yeah.
that's
And I
that
remember the ceilings being really tall.
really okay.
Yeah.
I
I
don't
don't know if you have a memory of that.
what I wrote there 20 cadets were about in the room,
Yeah. And I
and
remember male and female being split up like
but
that.
yeah, but this building, so I
Mhm.
don't know that building, but okay, so
But we
you're
didn't train together. We're part of different teams.
yeah, I don't think yeah, you weren't in that.
And they had these weird things they would put us in where our heads would just stick out. That was like for virtual reality, I think, where we did training and also it would do age regression. So,
So
anyways,
yeah, so
but
and we were on the second floor, but it was
mm,
like we were sleeping in the classroom, which was odd. So maybe you pull
mhm,
out the car. I don't know who the
mhm,
hell. Okay,
yeah.
so that's that. So I just want to put that picture up. Maybe some of you have seen this or in
I
your mind or Tia has.
see. I had a memory of this building like probably 3 years ago, and I did find who I thought the statue
Excuse
was,
me.
and it was some
Yeah,
really early German dude.
yeah, I remember that.
Do you remember his name?
Nah, heck no.
That was so long ago. I should redo that. But
Okay,
anyways.
next.
Okay, so next is the pillars. Let me get that up.
All right. Again, my artwork. So you can see the pillars coming down. They were actually white, straight columns. and this was Earth, and they were symmetrical in their distance, and pure destruction where it hit the Earth.
Mm-hmm.
And this was, I seem to dream about or memory about small towns. I don't know why.
Mm.
And so this was a small town, but I don't know if it was happening around the whole Earth, but it kind of felt like that in my mind.
Mm.
But it was just devastation,
Mm-hmm.
and I think it was happening everywhere. And there was these white columns. I don't know what they were. I don't know if they were electrical. They weren't. It wasn't water. It wasn't tornado. But
Mm-hmm.
one of the things I was telling Tia is a lot of games will show pictures like this, which I
Mm-hmm.
think is interesting.
Mm-hmm.
You know, games that people, like on a PC or whatever. But there's one in a game I think I've talked about before, Asphalt 8, will show stuff. But a lot of games show. She's laughing because I play it a
He
little
likes
bit.
that game.
I play it, yeah, Asphalt. Okay, so it's fine. Okay, so I'm not a game person, but I like that one. I like crashing cars. Um, so that was just a quick thing, and I wrote it down. And those are mountains in the back, and small town,
Mm-hmm.
and just pure destruction.
And so, are
And
those like lasers, or are they tornadoes?
I don't know. Neither. It was white columns that came down, and right
Mm-hmm.
where they hit
Mm-hmm.
was just causing
Blowing up.
blowing up. So I
Okay.
don't know what the energy pulse,
Yeah.
laser. I don't even know.
Okay.
But it was such a fast.
Yeah.
Again, most of the things I have are really just a fast vision.
Okay.
So I call them a splinter.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it just. But this one
Okay.
was a little more than a splinter. This one,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay. Well, I think we're doing pretty decent on time. It says
yeah,
we got
not
33
bad.
minutes
No,
left.
that's good.
We've gotten through all your new memories.
Oh, you mean old?
Well, the
Oh,
ones
the new
you've
memories.
never
Yeah,
talked about.
yeah. We got through the memories.
So,
Well, yeah. I mean, there's more, but I
no,
want to go through
but
the
what we
picture.
discussed.
Okay.
Okay,
Yes,
so
exactly.
going through the next pictures are all pictures that we've shown previously, but they weren't scanned, and so we just wanted to review and show them to you because we wanted just to,
Oh, okay. You went in. Okay, cool.
yeah, because we thought people might be interested.
Yeah, I thought.
Or do you not want to do
No, I
these?
do. I thought we were
Okay.
doing those first. I just realized I just went through. So this is one we done in the past. We call this one the yellow gun. And
Right.
this is when I was joining a group, and I was like, I want to be a sniper. And the gun was given to me, and the guy to the left of me was telling me he was the other sniper in the group,
Mm-hmm.
and platoon or whatever it was.
Mm-hmm.
And he was really trying to scare the hell out of me of how you really become the target when you're the sniper more than the other, I guess, is what
Mm-hmm.
he's saying. Or
Mm-hmm.
and I was like reading between the lines, so he's really playing hardball with me. But I was scared, but I guess I just wanted to do it. So
Right.
and but when I was handed this gun, it was broken. And so the guy on the right of me, I'm in the middle. So the guy in the right to me of me was the like the platoon leader, captain, lieutenant, whatever he was,
Mm-hmm.
and he had blonde hair,
Mm-hmm.
and he was fixing the gun, and he was going to solder
Mm-hmm.
the inside of this little box that had this connection to it that you see at the
Mm-hmm.
very top there.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was almost like a handgun with an elongated barrel. And it was all yellow. I just kind of colored it in with different colors, and had these little gray splotches in certain places. And then it came to a little box, and I don't know if that box connected to something else, but it had like wiring in it. I thought it'd be like more high tech, but I could
Mm-hmm.
see that it was when he opened it up and he was going to solder like a wire. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
this is kind of like low tech, high tech. And the other guy on my left was shooting people. We were like near this kind of water, uh, kind of a lagoon sort of thing, and um, or an inlet, and he was shooting different people that were trying to approach the land. And he'd let some go, then other ones he knew to shoot. And somehow I knew too that they weren't supposed to. That was really strange.
Mm-hmm.
And some of these people, like two of these guys that he shot, were able to like walk on the water.
Hmm.
Yeah, and they had like elongated faces, and he was just taking them out.
Hmm.
And I'm like, okay. But we were just sitting on the dirt and grass, and it seemed like Earth.
Okay. Do you have
Yeah,
any idea what decade it was?
I have no clue of
Okay.
any of it. But
But you were the new guy. You did say that.
I was the new guy
Yeah.
in, so maybe the last guy out was was toes up or something. So
Well,
I don't
see,
know why I was the new guy in.
I seem to believe that you joined the Mars task force in the 40s, 1940s.
Can you see our picture up in the corner?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Do you think it's possible you could have been the 1940s?
Anything's possible.
I mean,
I
granted, you can
can't.
time travel some, but
Yeah,
anyways, yeah.
I can't give it any. There was nothing on the uniforms.
Mhm.
They were kind of camo,
Mhm.
fatigues.
Mhm.
But there's no insignias, nothing. There
Mhm.
was guys behind me. There was maybe 3 or 4 that were just sitting back
Mhm.
in the dirt. That was
Mhm.
kind of,
Yeah.
and that was it. We were just sitting. Oh, another thing was he was showing me how to tie. This is really interesting. That's why I have that brown thing down below there. That's actually a scarf.
Mhm.
And so the lieutenant, we'll just call him that,
Mhm.
was the leader, was showing me how to tie this scarf
Mhm.
in a way around my back and around my arms
Mhm.
that became a mobile brace
Mhm.
for being a sniper
Mhm.
because you want to brace the gun. So it was like not a tripod, but the idea of a tripod, but it was sitting, so it would sit,
Mhm.
and that was weird.
Right.
And it was a brown, long. Um, I
Mhm.
don't know. A lot of these guys wear these scarves like in the
Right.
desert and all that, and
Right.
you see them and they use them,
Mhm.
And so but it wasn't. It was kind of like that, but it wasn't. It was like brown. It was brown.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
so, but he showed me this weird way of tying it around my arms, around my back, and to use that.
Mhm.
That was that. That was
Mhm.
that one.
Mm.
That lasted a while. That wasn't a flash. That was actually a
Like you were
more of a
there.
dream. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But I mean, there was
Mhm.
more happening. There was talking. There's the guy. Yeah. So
Mhm. You
there's
saw
that.
faces.
Yeah.
You saw the head honcho pretty
Yeah.
good.
All of it. All of it.
Yeah.
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 And
Yeah.
the guy to my left.
Yeah.
If I saw him, I probably would recognize him.
Right.
And the
Right.
same with the guy to the right.
Yeah.
So that's a new thing for me.
Yeah.
And military stuff I don't dream about.
Yeah.
So this is new. All these military things that are coming up, and we're having another.
Right.
So I have a lot more stuff, by the way. That's what
Yeah.
we're
He's
just
got a
talking
lot
about.
of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
anyway, so
Okay. So
next,
next.
this is yeah, we're going back again, and a lot of you might have seen this.
It's just more so they can see the pictures. You don't have to go through them unless you want to, honey.
Well, this is just real fast. This is what we call the morph. So this is
Yeah.
something that I don't remember when, where, what dimension, but I saw this happen.
Mhm.
Okay, so which is just bizarre.
And this was a single spaceship that quickly, like within a second, changed to all these shapes.
Yes, it morphed
Yeah.
into 5 different things
Mhm.
before in my mind, in my mind's eye, before my eyes, whatever.
Mhm.
And it started as that Maltese cross, then it turned into that downwards teardrop sort of diamond, and then turned into a plane,
Mhm.
which I thought was odd.
Mhm.
Then it turned into this forward
Mhm.
teardrop, I guess you could say, or
Yeah.
I don't know if it was even a triangle. It was so fast that it
Mhm.
was like boom, 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 and then
Mhm.
then
Mhm.
it turned into the last thing at the very bottom, which is you could barely see it because it turned into like a white flash, and then it was gone.
Mhm.
So, but
Okay.
the initial one was probably the weirdest one of a Maltese
Mm-hmm.
cross moving forward. So it wasn't like lateral. It wasn't
It
flat.
was going like this.
Yeah, like if you put your palm up and then you push your palm like
Mm.
against the wind.
Right.
So
Right.
it wasn't very aerodynamic in that way. But anyway, so
Mhm.
that was that. That was another thing. So we thought we'd
Okay.
throw
And
that
I
back
think
up
this is
there.
the last one that.
Oh wow. Then I
That.
might be able to do another memory.
Yeah.
And this was again we showed this, but
Mhm.
we're trying to do it in a better way where you can actually see it.
Mhm.
But this was when I was again underground.
Mhm.
Not I was telling Tia not too far. I don't know, quarter mile to 30 feet. But I was in a tunnel.
What do you mean quarter mile?
No, underground, but it wasn't that far
You don't
down.
mean in depth.
I am talking depth, yeah, but it wasn't quarter mile, but it might have been. But my gut says that it was really only maybe 10 or 20 feet underground.
Mm.
And then you were in this
Mhm.
hallway
Mhm.
that was a wavy type of hallway. It wasn't straight.
Huh.
And you'd
Mm.
walk and there was lights
Mm.
and it was black. And it was a thinner hallway
Mhm.
and there was lights on either side of me. And it
Mm.
was something to I think kill Nano or to make you feel better or
Mhm.
it was like
Healing.
it was a healing type situation.
Mm.
And I knew that there was other colors and I wrote those other colors on there. But I didn't draw it very well. I could use
Mhm.
a ruler or whatever, but they were all symmetrical. They were all exactly the same
Mhm.
um, size and shape, rectangle, like 2 by 16 by,
Could those lights change color?
No,
Okay.
no, it stayed the same.
Any idea what the other colors meant?
Not really, no. I just
Okay.
knew they were there and they were for different reasons.
Okay.
And so there were base colors like that: green,
Mhm.
yellow, red,
Mhm.
and but I don't think any of it was bad. I think this was actually,
Like it was American based.
yeah, it was something good. Yeah, I didn't get a bad. That actually, I think, helped me.
Mm.
So I thought that was interesting.
Okay.
So that was that.
Okay.
That was a very fast,
Yeah.
but it, like I was there.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
there's that.
Okay.
Next.
So
So we're doing really good. Well, I'm trying to.
yeah, we're trying to get through this.
Yeah. My stuff isn't like Tia's where it's long and in depth as much as just a lot. There's a lot, and not she has a lot too, but they just kind of
When I have
come and
a lot, especially when I have dreams.
some of them are longer though.
They're very long, and then I will have like a whole week afterwards where it continues to open up especially during the day. So
Okay.
yeah.
So since we have time,
Yeah.
I might as well get into this other one.
Okay.
So the next one I have here is for 8, 10, 20. And this was crazy.
Well, this is a good one.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna read it. Cleaning sand on a computer lab monitor, and there was actually goo running off of that sand. So it was very dark brown. And then there was like a globe. So I wrote, what a global device, which also had the sand and the goo on it with paper. And
My bad.
that's
Sorry.
okay, no problem. And like bandage like materials. And Tia was there, and it was such a hard job, and you had to do it every day. There was like 2 other techs. So we're in like this big lab room. It was had these huge windows that you could look outside, and I'm saying this was Mars. And Tia quit.
I'm sorry, honey. You know what? We need to do this one again because it has 2 mics going.
Oh.
So let's start over. Okay, so yes. Now we're moving into a new memory because we have the time, and David's going to talk. Go ahead,
Yeah.
David.
Just okay. So this is just something I'm again luckily wrote down.
Mhm.
So I almost forgot about it till I read it today. But
Mhm.
anyways, I have here the date is 8/10/20, so that's when it came to me. But this is I believe on Mars, and it was in this lab that was actually kind of a nice place.
Mhm.
It had these high windows,
Mm.
high ceilings,
Mm.
and you could look out, and it was an Earth.
Mm.
And there was these
What did it
labs.
look like?
I think it was a sand.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
like you would think.
That's
And
what Mars looks like.
yeah, what you would
Mhm.
think Mars looks like. And so I don't know why, but these monitors, like
Mhm.
computer monitors, and then these global devices that were next to it,
Mm.
all had this sand on it.
Mm.
And the sand was like dirty sand, so it like had uh, it was dripping with fluid also off of the sand. So it was like dirt was maybe mixed with it. I don't know.
Mhm.
And we had to clean these things. It was like going to take
Mhm.
forever. And there's like 3 or 4 techs,
Mm.
and you were one of them, and you quit. He's like,
Oh.
I'm not going to do this. This
Yeah.
is
Fuck no.
crazy.
Oh, sorry. No swearing.
Do you swear?
Yeah,
No,
I said that.
that's all right.
Sorry.
And so, and they were offering, I even knew the price. It was $1,000 a day
Mhm.
to do this, but it was like even that wasn't going to be worth it
Mm.
because these had to be cleaned perfectly.
Mm.
And there might have been 20, 50, 10 to 30 stations. I can't remember a
Wow.
detail like that.
Duh.
And it was like these monitor, just a big monitor,
Mhm.
computer monitor, then
Mhm.
this globe.
Mm.
And then it had also paper on it, like they were taping something on it, or like I said band. It wasn't a bandage, but it seemed like tape and crap. And
What was the globe again?
it was like a round globe.
Like, what was it, crystal or something?
No,
Or?
it was. I think it was black
Oh,
plastic. I don't know what it was made out of.
there's
But
also I have all sorts of weird memories of crap like that.
yeah, it had sand
Yeah.
on it too. So
Mm.
these stations just had all the sand and stuff on it. It was going to take forever. And I thought $1,000, a night.
Mhm.
But then I went, this is going to take forever, and I could see why you quit. And I was like, I don't know if I'm going to do this. So I think I was getting ready to quit. So
Yeah.
that was.
Mm.
But what I write here, I tried for $1,000 per day, really, really hard work. So that was just bizarre.
Hmm.
When I'm saying you say it, but it was crazy.
And you're talking about the texture of the sand.
Yeah, it was very, it was bigger sand, I think,
Mhm.
bigger pieces.
Mhm.
and I said someone not like rock salt, it's between salt and rock salt. So
Mhm.
and it was very dark brown. It
Mm.
wasn't light. It wasn't red or gold, but it's more of a
Mhm.
dark brown.
Mhm.
And again, I felt like there was maybe dirt because there was
Mhm.
okay.
Mm.
So and then
Mhm.
the same kind of part B of
Mhm.
that was the next day there were students. It wasn't the same lab, but I felt like it was. And they were
Mm.
all young men in a
Mhm.
lab, and they were working with
Mhm.
purple stuff in this bowl and then
Mm.
yellow stuff in a bowl,
Mm.
and then some blood drops were around it.
Mm.
And I was saying, they were just sitting around. I'm like, you guys need to be doing something. You need to be cleaning up. You
Mhm.
need to be,
Mhm.
and it's like, they were kind of like total newbie,
Mm.
they were green.
Mm.
And I don't know why I was telling them anything because I didn't
Well,
really feel like,
you're one of the head
I
honchos.
don't know.
But
I wasn't,
did you feel like you're a head honcho?
I did and didn't at the same time because
Mm.
this was a bleed over from the other one where I was
No.
the cleaning tech. So and then in this one I'm like, but I was.
Mhm.
So but it
Mm.
was weird with this purple stuff, this yellow stuff,
Mhm.
and these bowls, and they
Yeah.
were like learning something. And then I said
Yeah.
there was even blood drops.
Sounds caca to me.
Yeah, so I don't know what that was about.
Yeah.
So the reason I'm bringing all this stuff up is because it's just coming. It's like
Yeah.
stuff that's
Yeah.
I, it was again really high ceiling, really old tech, really old like
Mhm.
just bowls and chairs and
But it was a
these
lab.
tables. It was a lab.
Was it? It wasn't the same lab.
No, but it
You
was the
think it's the
same
same
building.
building?
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
and so it was part of that.
Mm.
And
Mm.
and so anyway, so this is the stuff that's coming through me. So
Mhm.
anybody can determine on their own whatever, or it's just weird stories to hear.
See, the thing is I remember when we were on Mars, especially early, we had funding problems, and
But it was definitely experimental.
we would do
And I'm like, what the
jobs
hell is
to try
this?
and get money. And I,
Uh
I,
huh.
I have one memory where uh, we were doing an operation trying to kill this gargoyle thing, because it was one of the crap jobs and nobody else would take. Okay, you guys, we just had a glitch, so we're gonna cut this, into one video. So go ahead and finish where you're at. Oh,
Oh,
I was talking about the gargoyle. But we didn't even have enough equipment, so you might have been doing crap jobs like that just to earn money um, for the crew, so that we could buy equipment. And the thing about Mars that's really interesting is that everything there is like really expensive, especially in comparison to Earth uh, expenses.
so maybe $1,000 was like $100 in a
Right.
way,
It could have
because
been.
it's $30 for a hamburger or something,
Right. Yeah,
something crazy
it's
like that.
very expensive,
Okay.
and I do believe that that's one of the reasons why we traded personnel, um and I talked about that in one of my videos. But
Lay down, sweetheart.
um
Down, down,
I
honey.
know the United States
Lay down.
military
Good girl, sweetie.
government paid to be on Mars, but I don't think they could afford everything that they were asking for,
Hmm.
and so to cover the gap, they decided to trade personnel. And that
Oof.
was something that was very hard for me to bear, and I know it was very hard for everybody else to bear.
Excuse
But
me.
it was one of those things we did for the country. But I just wanted to mention that because I remember doing all these weird little side jobs to try and earn money for the team.
Cool.
So you totally
Yeah.
could have been doing something
Oh,
like
here I
that.
am. I'm just revealing
Mhm.
stuff that's really powerful
Yeah.
in my memory. And
Yeah.
I don't know how it sounds, but
Mhm.
it's like, man, this is just not a normal. You wake
Yeah.
up from some goofy dream.
Mhm. Mhm.
So this
Mhm.
is,
Yeah.
there's a lot. So here we are putting it out there.
Mhm.
Um, we're almost out of battery, so this is
Yep.
going to run out soon. We're
Yep.
getting a new battery in a few days.
We are.
Um, which is maybe Tuesday. Tuesday, I just want to say thank you to everybody
Yeah.
for watching this. We've had really great comments and very nice
We
people.
have.
We're kind of meeting new people, and
Yeah.
it's very nice.
It's
Um,
been
very positive.
very much appreciated by us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and Tuesday is that meteor coming in. I have to bring it up. 2011 ES4 at
This will be posted after that.
we hope. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways, and Tuesday we're actually getting a new battery, so we can do longer videos. We
So
want to do.
next time, yeah, we'll probably
Yeah.
record 2 or 3 episodes.
Yeah,
So we'll
yeah,
get
it'll
way
be,
ahead on that.
yeah. But anyways, that same night of that sand
Yeah.
cleaning thing,
Yeah.
I had two more huge memories.
Right.
So let me see if I can get to one of them.
Oh, you want to do another? Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna do one last one
Okay.
here, real quick.
Mm-hmm.
This one's a little risque, but it is what it is. Can't help it. When Tia brought up Marilyn Monroe when she
Yeah.
was doing the
She was on Mars.
on Super Soldier Talk, yeah. So I had
Mm-hmm.
a vision dream. And I'll just read it. So this was kind of crazy one. But Marilyn Monroe arguing. She was arguing on the phone. Lay down, sweetheart.
Yeah, babe. Uh-oh.
Oh,
It's just a warning.
okay.
We need to
And
hurry.
while she's arguing on the phone,
Mm-hmm.
she was having sex with her bodyguard while on the phone. But she's arguing with a guy that she really cared about, a slender man in a suit. And he had this white powder as a drug. Again, a vial and a drug. There's more to the dream, but she wanted his love and his attention. And she wasn't the what you see in the movies and all that. She's very tough, smart, having sex with her bodyguard while she's on the phone. I mean, this was, what is that all about?
That's weird.
But that was, yeah, there's a bit more to it. So
the women on Mars, the brothel, I remember that they would service on average of 10 guys a night.
surface.
Yeah.
But
And they did that every day.
Yeah, it was, to her, it was like nothing. You know, what was going on.
They just lent out their bodies.
Yeah, it almost like her mind was one place, her body was another.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah.
But the reason I'm bringing it up is, well, it was one of my dreams, but also it was that Tia talked about Marilyn Monroe too.
Yeah.
I never think about her. It's like, I wouldn't even watch a movie, but but there it was. So I'm gonna leave it at there. I think that's good enough. All right.
Hey, we're wearing new clothes now.
What?
That's because we're doing this recording on another day here, and we're just adding this to the previous recording.
Today's the 2nd.
Yeah, today's September 2nd.
2020. Just in case you didn't know.
Okay.
Is that it? Oh. Okay, so I wanted to add one more picture. Actually, we got a battery.
Yeah.
This really, and it's all working, so it's really great. So we're not in this panic rush.
Yeah.
So we're really excited. In fact, Tia's going to do another video after this.
Yep.
So we can start catching up more. But anyways, this is one of my fantastic drawings. But what's real interesting about this is that okay. So this is a new picture, by the way. Just to reveal honesty. We just went for like 15 minutes and it was muted, so we're doing this again with the picture. Anyway, so it's kind of weird.
Learning.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
It's part of it's the new software.
But it's working. Okay, so.
It is working now.
So, gotta say all the same things. So this was a splinter vision, a memory that I don't know when it happened.
But we were talking, at least in the last recording that wasn't recording, that my drawing of the Mars crater, which is the American base on Mars, triggered, we believe, David's memory of the tower. Okay, do you want to describe the tower?
Well, yeah. Well, I had I do remember, and I didn't write it down. This is before I was writing stuff down.
Yeah.
That I was inside that tower.
Right.
And we were just saying, that everything in there was 60s, 70s, kind of old, real simple. And I keep saying the same theme on like the tables, the chairs, everything's. It's old style. It's like reminding me of my old elementary school or older schools, not newer schools.
And that's what I was asking is, what decade were you born in?
And doesn't matter. It's just older. I just said 60s, 70s. So the good years. Instead of who was born in the 80s. So anyways, so that was a dream I had. I never wrote down, but it was definitely military. It was like a mess hall or a meeting hall, or not really an auditorium, but I guess you could use a
presentation.
Yeah, but it's a very large room. Right. Flat all the way across. Like 50 feet? Or... Oh no, like 200 feet.
Oh really?
It's very big. Yeah. Oh, you're kidding. Yeah. Well, all right.
I don't remember being that big.
Maybe 100 feet then. I'd have to think about it.
I'm not trying to discount.
No. But it was pretty.
Well.
Okay.
You know what? You're right.
Let's not get caught up on that.
I'm not good with measurements. Okay, so
yeah,
you're right.
It was
at least 100.
Okay, let's look at it. No, stop. Let's look at it this way.
Maybe it could have been.
Let's look at it in a different way. It could seat probably okay if you squeezed in people like just standing.
Yeah.
Probably 300 people, 400 squeezed in like a concert.
Okay, I would agree.
Seating probably 200, 150.
Right.
Maybe less.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Yes.
But you gotta remember this stream. My details aren't that great, and they're getting better. So that was when they're not so sharp.
I remember
This is a
them
big.
having 100 people.
Yeah,
150 people like that were generals.
Yeah,
and
you could
stuff
have
in
150.
there.
Yeah, but this was a place also where the regulars would go in too.
Yeah, yeah.
And then there was this area up front where the big shots sat.
Right.
And so,
And
but
there's windows up front.
I think there's windows at least on 2 of the walls.
Yeah, I think it was only 2 walls. The front.
That's
and the
the best
right,
I can remember.
And the right wall.
But I won't get caught up in that.
Front and right wall.
I don't remember.
Okay.
I know left. Like if you're facing forward, I'm pretty sure there were windows to the left, but I think they're on the right too, as I could see in my mind.
Maybe halfway.
I don't know. So, anyways, going back to the picture. So let's get back to this. So these guys we were saying I don't want to go back. What I am saying is that they are they hybrid for sure, DNA mix. I don't know what. Maybe type of reptilian, sort of, maybe. And then not that everything is, but I think maybe not. Maybe wolf or something, dog, something like that. And then but they had these weapons. And again, I was saying, are they cybernetics? Are they connected to their arms? It's just on one arm, the right arm, at least on these guys. And I called these guys sentries. So they're on sentry duty. They're hanging out. And there was so anyways.
So can you hold on just a second?
Yeah.
The OBS studio is doing something really weird. Let's give it a chance to catch up.
Okay.
I'm gonna try just doing something really quick. Okay, we're just doing a little technical test here.
Okay. All right, we're back.
Yeah, it's screwing up. So I think it's recording up or it's screwing up the recording.
Well, let's just keep going.
Okay.
So, anyways, it's like it's delayed or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Not too worried about it. So, anyways, so they had this jagged. I don't know if it shot anything, but kind of jagged. They must kind of beam weapons, but they were jagged. So you could see it. Yeah, if you see it. Almost so like for close quarter combat.
A claw thing, like a mantis may have or something.
Yeah. Well, you could see if you look at the drawing, you can see how the way that they're jagged forward. So nasty. Something that, yeah. So not really barbed though. Just more of like a serrated, kind of a oddly serrated knife. But it wasn't a knife. Right. I don't know what it was. It could be bone.
Well, what about like a bayonet, sort of?
Well, sort of. Anyways, so that's what they had on. Okay. And they were talking together, and they were wearing kind of very relaxed suits. They had pants. They had on like a vest. I don't know if they had anything on. Was it military, like standard? Yeah, no, not at all. Okay. No, like kind of, but it was military. But it was like with no insignia, no nothing. Never insignias, never anything on this stuff. Right. And it was brown. So it was kind of a brown vest thing. It was more for comfort. But they were the same. They were in the same thing. Color as their yeah. They were kind of brown. Yeah, I think so. They're brown. Yeah, the memory does not. Yeah. I can't give you that. Okay. And but their faces were kind of hybrid. It's almost like they were wearing these hood things, like hood, or it was part of their body. Oh. So, anyways, that's interesting. Yeah. Okay. So, anyways, I'm calling them that because they weren't human. Right. So I'm saying they were human hybrid, or they're not hybrid at all. That's just what their species is. Right. So I don't know. Right. No, we don't know. So, anyways, okay. So one of the things that's important on this is that I drew this before the show came out. Well, it came out 3 years ago, but it's with Sigourney Weaver called Raka, R-A-K-K-A. Yeah. Yeah. And they had the same weapons. Right. And Tia was laughing. In the video, you'll never see. Yeah. You were freaking out. I'm like, no, yeah, maybe. I don't know. I'm freaking out that that's like, look, honey, this is exactly the same thing.
Yeah.
And here I am drawing it. So, it's.
And that Rocca is like totally like 100%. I'm pretty certain like everything is like.
Well, Tia was initially watching it and said, come in and watch this. And we don't watch a lot of stuff but
Yeah.
you pick up on stuff. It's more through a research.
Right.
And it was on YouTube. Yeah. And it's like, this is real. And then I'm seeing these guys. Right. And I'm going, whoa, that's my picture. And you're like, whoa. Right. The bad guys, by the way. Right. So these guys were the bad guys in that show, at least. Right. Well, Sigourney Weaver.
Okay, so interesting about the Rocca thing, but I just want to note, there's this weird part where this soldier is kind of being taken over telepathically by an angel. And look at that, because it's a sparkly, spinny thing that I was talking about, in my Kaka video. So just like, yeah.
I don't know if part 2's out yet, but we really want to see it.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure how that's going to happen.
I don't know.
Anyways, it was really good, by the way, part 1. It was like 20 minutes, by the way.
Yeah, don't freak out, you guys, if you see it, because it's like
pretty potent.
It's really potent, and
bloody,
and it's especially potent when you like know that this stuff is real. Okay. But it's like Oats Studio. Yeah, or Sirius Oats. I don't know.
Whatever.
Something like
that. You'll find it. Rakka.
Yeah.
Okay. So, they have other stuff too, by the way, that we haven't watched, so we're kind of be careful about getting triggered on that.
Yeah.
But anyways, by the way, the meteor went by. We're all cool.
We're alive.
And yeah, what's even more than that, I've been telling Tia. Well, we'll talk about that after. Yeah. So, anyways, we're post meteor. I think that's it on this. Okay. Well, Tia's been laughing at me, and I said it's really important, and the next one coming up, and now she's agreeing.
Well,
so,
I'm saying they're important, but we're not going to die from them.
No, I didn't think we were going to die.
I know. You're just being silly.
I was being silly about that. Yeah. I knew we wouldn't. No, in fact, the opposite is it's shifted us into even more higher. And even Tia was saying she's looking at the Schumann resonance.
Right.
Schumann. Nice German guy. And he, and anyways, it's higher today? It's really high today. Super high today. Yeah. So maybe you guys are feeling good today. I hope you are.
We're feeling good today.
Yeah, and that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
It's we may play games and come across kind of happy, funny, but there's been some really. Anyways,
I actually put on makeup today.
Wow.
I know. That's how good I was feeling.
Good for you. Me too. No, I'm kidding. Okay, so what I wanted to do is, and again, we're doing these videos. I'm going to keep saying the same thing. For fame and fortune now. We're doing it for to help people, to help ourselves. Okay, right. Help people and help ourselves. Right. In clarity and what good comes from it. So why am I saying that? Is that some of these dreams I'm like, why am I telling this? But I think they're very significant, very powerful, and it may help. Or you go, oh, I guess one of the biggest things for me is that if someone says, I had that dream too, maybe it's not a dream. Right. And wow, so we're putting our dreams on the line here, or our visions, our memories. Right. I keep using these same 3 words. You can use whatever you want. Not stuck on any of them. But but they're so powerful, even more than ever. Yeah. Since 3 years ago with the eclipse. And for me, this energy with the eclipse, with the meteor shooting by, this first one, is that same energy power. That is another shift, dimensional shift. Yeah. And I've been feeling it. And Tia's like, why are you? And I said, I'm feeling it. I'm telling you now. Now she's feeling it. But I was feeling it a week before it even came through. What? I'm not trying to rank on you. She takes it personal.
That's not what I was saying before.
Oh, okay. Well, you can clarify it later if you want to. They don't care. There you go. See, it's not that important. I'm just saying I was feeling very like universal significance of this skimming by between the moon and the earth. It wasn't just a thing. Okay, go ahead. Admit. Whoa.
Admittedly, he's been really focused about it.
Hyper focused on it. And I haven't been hyper focused. It's been hyper focused on me. Well, that's when you're an ultra empath. Things come to you. You're not trying to look for it. They come to you. It's you, not me. So I can't help it. I'm just like.
So I haven't been ultra focused on it.
I have. I even was like staring at the
I
sky.
did not say that it was not significant or anything. I said it probably is, but he's just been really excited about it.
It excited me. I did not excite it. So, anyways, I almost felt like I was writing it. All right, whatever. Be nice. Okay. So anyway, so the reason I'm telling my personal dream here, all of these, I'm going to go through. I'm going to go through one more because it was so much, and Tia calls it the breakaway.
Yeah.
Breakaway, and it's like, what the hell, So this
But
one,
I didn't scan that one.
this is not a picture.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay, good.
this is just this is a
He
dream.
just drew a picture about this
No,
crazy memory dream of
we're not gonna talk about. Yeah, that's later.
of the breakaway.
Yeah,
But
well,
anyways,
this one is too. I have all. I mean, I've constantly. I haven't even. I just started writing them down because there's so many, and Tia's like, you can write them down, and I'm like, all right. So might as well lay them out there. So in this one, even though in this lifetime here, this time space, I had been a paramedic. Okay, so I was never a doctor, but then again, a real paramedic. Well, okay, I say that as people call themselves paramedics, and I don't mean to rank on them, but they're not when you're just an ambulance, not just an ambulance, but there's different levels of EMTs. Okay,
right. He was not an EMT.
I've had people lie. They go, I'm a paramedic. I go, really? And so what's the dosage on this? And they go, and I'm like, you're lying to me. Just be honest. You're an EMT, which is fine at base level, and then there's ones who can like give oxygen. There's different levels. There's ones that can start IVs, and then there's EMT P, and P means that's the level that within your district, or not district, but area that you work under the doctor, and they give you certain protocols. Some of them let you paralyze people. Other states or other counties, you can't do no paralyzing, no intubation. It's pretty lenient around here of how much you can do.
A lot of stuff.
Yeah. Well, what I'm saying is I was EMTP, and so it's a year program that holy. Ugh. So, anyways, don't do that anymore. So that was close as being a doctor. But in this dream, I was training as a intern. So the important part to me of all this is the weirdness of it. Is it was a hospital in this big white building, square or rectangle, and really high ceilings. And it was like, what the hell kind of hospital is this? Where it's a flat um, area, and there's beds and there's people and activity. So it wasn't like a regular hospital where there's sections and you go. It's usually floors, right, and all that. This was just all white across the floor of different things happening. I don't think surgery, but that was weird. Okay, so this weird big building, very big, very high ceilings once again. But anyways, I just read it. I was a doctor in training, large room and facility. That's what I was just saying. And I brought to the head doctor, who was my teacher or whatever, real jerk, this young fat boy diabetic who was very ill, and he's very young. And what I mean by young is like maybe 14, 15. And his blood sugar was 454. So I must have remembered that, which is like you're dying. Okay, that means you're not making insulin. So we're going to give him insulin, and the doctor tried to play a trick on me. He put him in this room, and he put this big vial, and I keep bringing that up in different things, different memories. And he put it on this large, so it wasn't anything normal, but it was like this cylinder, and was giving it to this kid. It was almost like it was in like a latrine, which is weird. Then he told me to go in there, and so I'm like this newbie, and he's playing a game on me. And as I go in there, the thing pops off and tries to almost hit me in the head, but I moved to the side, and I came out, and I'm like, what was that all about? And they're all like laughing, newbie, dummy, that's the kind of crap that people play, baby shit, and hazing and all that. So anyways, tried to play a trick on me, and then after that, the doctor kind of became a different guy, and he was saying, you don't like me, do you? And I told the doctor I really didn't care to become a doctor. We were walking outside, by the way, and it was almost like I've had a lot of scenes where outside, it's almost like a campus. It's nice. If you've been watching Star Trek, like Next Generation especially, they'll go to a planet and it's really beautiful and everything's perfect and pristine and all the steps, and it feels like that. Yeah, that's what this place felt like.
The stuff in the breakaway is very nice. Like,
so
the freeways are nice.
This was not like the Mars thing, which is old.
Right.
This was different.
Right.
This was very nice, very updated.
Right.
the opposite of what I was saying before.
Yes.
Anyways, he said that, told doctor I really didn't care to become a doctor. Oh, anyways, he was. Oh, I'm not going to say what he was. Let's just say he was very swung one way or the other on the political field. I don't know how I knew that, but I knew that. And he thought because I was on the other side, more or less, that he thought I hated him, and I told him he was my friend. And yeah, but but he was a different guy when we were outside. He like morphed or shifted. He had like this long hair, and he was very soft, and it was like this. And I'm like,
maybe those are two memories.
No, it's the same one.
Really?
Yeah. So, anyways,
Huh,
but anyways, the thing to me about it is the strangeness of being inside that building, and it was how different it was. Not all the other extracurricular crap I just went over, but and then being outside and walking, and there was lots of people, and it was sunny, and it was very, money was put into it, into this, the BS Western medicine type idea thing. There's so much money involved in it, and
obviously you guys know where we stand on that now.
yeah, well, a lot of people do. So, anyways, so that was that. So, anyways, so I going back just to the meteor real quick or whatever that went by, is that I believe that we've actually shifted into, and I'll finish. I think we're going to finish here, and Tia might have something to say, but we've shifted into a different dimensional field. And I'd like to hear in the comments really nice feedback if you guys are feeling it today or yesterday. What I told Tia yesterday, and we've been training in bow and arrow. So really, really cool. Yeah, actually, I want to give a shout out to a guy who's actually my online sensei. His name's Armin Himer, Himer, but he's Malta archery, and he's in Malta, which we just saw in the show, which is one of the most bombed little places ever by the Germans. It's so significant. And anyways, this guy is great, and we're shooting a certain way, which is a thumb pull and very advanced, like Mongolian. So it's really cool, and it's been actually the reason I'm bringing it up. It's really been helping us and centering us and clearing our minds. It's very powerful. So last night we were up here shooting, and I said to Tia that I actually feel normal, and I haven't felt normal for at least 3 years. Normal. I don't know what that even means. Just like good? I can't even. So I haven't felt good for 3 years. It's been really, what a thing to say, right? But I mean, really powerful feelings. But so what I'm hoping is that you guys are feeling that same shift and what has happened. And so I am hoping that. Anyways, and one of the things I want to do is like do a little bow, what we've learned and trained to do that on some of the I'm going to put it on my website, which if you're new is Modern Katana Academy, and YouTube channel, which I have no videos on yet, but in Patreon, and do a little, we'll show a little bit of our bow shooting. But anyways, I think that's about it.
Cool.
Yeah, and there'll be more stuff that I'm going to be bringing up. I got a book. I've been writing stuff down. We're drawing more and doing new pictures. So.
Well, nice. Thanks so much, David, for sharing.
Yeah, of course.
Go ahead.
Oh, this wasn't anything that was really planned that I was going to bring stuff, but it's like, well, wait a second. So we're bringing stuff forward. I mean, I'm a part, whatever.
I don't know how this is coming out. You guys might be seeing the disconnect between the
Timing,
audio and the video, so I apologize if that's true. We're working with this free software, the OBS Studio, which seems to be able to do a lot, but it seems to also be really buggy. So maybe we'll upgrade, which would be another reason why we need the Patreon just for support like that. But
at least we got this battery and it's working. It's really awesome.
Yeah.
In fact, we'll show this battery if you guys are interested in something that's actually really. I do a lot of research on stuff before, like most people, and it seem to come out pretty okay on picking stuff out. But anyways, what's your subject going to be on that's coming up?
The next video that I'm going to do is about the invisibility tech, and we'll see how that one comes out. Because once again, some of the science stuff is a little hard for me to remember. Getting into technical details like that, but I think I'll be able to do a decent job.
Okay.
So,
my last thought is that be careful what you watch. Be careful what you eat. Eat at home. I'm not trying to hurt any restaurants or anything, but really go for really hot. We actually are going through a company called, and we've said this before. I'm gonna say it again. Is Imperfect Foods. And Imperfect Foods actually is perfect food. It's the best food we've ever purchased. It's insane. So it's a trick. So it's like, oh, it's not imperfect. It's not good enough for me. It's so amazing. And it's cheaper. It's delivered to your door. They've been phenomenal. When they screwed up, they gave us extra. They took money. And you're saving food. It's like 40% of food is dumped, and you're getting food that's actually getting to you faster than going through all these different stop points and then getting to the store. It's crap. I mean, the vegetables and stuff we get, it's phenomenal, organic.
I'll put a link in the
It's I'm so
description.
happy. We're so happy with them. It's insane. And so and then we go through another company too. So I can't tell you. It's crazy. We just ate a pear today. That was like one of the best
It was
pears
the best pear
ever in your life. And it's like, what? Organic? They're a little smaller. It's like they're condensed.
It's imperfect. They're a little too small.
No, they're perfect. And so, kind of crazy. So I just want to give them a plug. I want to give, if you guys want to watch something cool, like I said, and he's a great guy. He's really funny and great presenter. Is Malta Archery. And if you want to get into archery and just look at it and watch him, you'll probably dig it. It's a cool thing. And so he's my sensei, but whether he knows it or not, I'm giving him a big plug here. But I like to give him a big hug. Oh, he's huggable. I don't know. Might shoot me with an arrow. He's cool. Yeah, he's a great guy. Even Tia likes watching him. Yeah, yeah. He's very soothing and calming. Yes. But archery is like I was saying, it's like golf. Ugh, watching golf. But watching archery is like I'm watching a guy shoot an arrow. And I like it. It's cool, and we've really gotten into it. And it's amazing. It's
been really fun.
Yeah,
we just bought some new bows.
Yeah, we went crazy, and we'll show those bows, and
maybe we'll do a recording of the cool bows.
Yeah.
At some point.
Yeah, so we've upgraded, but we've been really doing a lot with it.
Yeah. So it's been a great kind of meditation and outlet and something really positive.
But what I like, it's a skill too. You're learning something, and you never know when your day comes to draw the bow. Okay. Alrighty, cool guys.
All right, thanks again, and see you next time.
Take care.
Yeah, so let's end this.
Yeah.
So thank you guys once again. I didn't mean to cut you off. I just meant
No, it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put a little ending on this with some music. Let me know how you guys think of the new production and all that. Hopefully you guys like it.
Love you.
This is so cute. Okay.
Gotta get a kiss in.
And then October Patreon. So get ready for that. We're getting things organized and improving, and I'm excited about that. I'm excited about the other things I hope that the Patreon will be able to help support us in, and just creating like a more tight knit community, um, where we're kind of in this together and supporting each other. And I'm just looking forward to getting to know those who do the Patreon, getting to know everybody better, and so I'm really looking forward to that. But yeah, I have the ending here. I'm just gonna go ahead and put it up. Um, uh, Once again, the Patreon's not available yet. It's gonna probably be October 2020. So, but yeah, what we're looking at is probably doing early access to public content. We'll have some exclusive content, some live events with chat, a Q&A, current events discussion, and that we'll have some polls and community, and it'll be super cool. So, anyways, you guys, we once again really appreciate you, and let us know what you guys, if you have any thoughts or questions in the comments. We always appreciate them. All right, until next time, take care. Bye bye.